Well, tell me about the Newport Folk Festival. You just started, you kicked off your tour. You played that festival as well. How was that?
It was really fun. That was my third time at Newport, and each time just like is better and better.
Yeah.
I think this was the most that I've been on stage. I think it was like 7 or 8
Yeah.
performances by the end of the 3 days. But no, it was amazing. I got to get up with Bleachers the first night, and then Remy Wolf the next day, Lucas Nelson, and then we did our show. But I mean, it was a good time.
That's fantastic. And I know you're just in the throes of the start of your tour now. I watched an interview with you and Fallon from a few months ago. You mentioned trying to get a bar on stage. Did that
Yeah,
work out?
it did. So it's fully functioning. There's a moment in the set where I do a little like cheers over at the bar. And yeah, I was like, I think this is going to have to be implemented every single tour now.
Yeah. Sounds like a fun thing to do. I love that. Well,
Yeah.
tell me about the new album Dreamsicle. It's been out for a little while now, and the deluxe edition is now out. Tell us about this new album.
Yeah, it's I mean, still so fresh for me, and I just like wrote it, but I no, it's definitely like probably my most personal work because I went through like a divorce, a lot of professional changes over the last couple of years, and just wrote every day through it
Yeah.
and didn't really take a break because I just didn't want to be alone with my thoughts. I wanted to be in like a writing session with my friends in those like harder days. So yeah, it's sort of like documenting that period of life for me, but also what happens after a heartbreak
Right.
and like the healing period, the sort of like, however many stages of grief. But then by the end, you're fully like, well, maybe not fully, but you're almost back together and you're laughing again. You feel kind of like the new version of yourself has
Yeah.
finally been revealed, and you just feel more comfortable because you're like, if I can survive that and still live to tell the tale, that's, I mean, inspiring. And so this record covers all of that.
Yeah, you mentioned breaking a lot of cycles in your life to make the album. Were those personal cycles or professional cycles?
Probably both. More personal, but I mean, like some of that is also just getting older, and motherhood has really changed my way of thinking about people and myself, and touring, and I think it's all sort of like in there. But no, I mean, it's been so fun, like the rollout of this record, and then now we're on show 5 or 6 of the tour. And it's just been like, I think the most secure I've been in years, because I had to like really change a lot of things in my life to feel like I can continue on doing this. And now that I've done that hard work, I'm enjoying this all so much more. And I'm enjoying the shows more. I'm not having to like people please as much or like hold other people's like emotions that I shouldn't be responsible for. I can just like be myself and sing.
You've released a very cohesive sounding album. All the songs work really well together. There's a vibe to it. I was really impressed with that, considering the fact that you've used so many different producers on the record. And I was just sort of curious how you kind of wrangled everybody together to keep focused and stay true to your vision.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, during the writing process, because I was writing so much like in New York with Jack Antonoff, LA, I'm working with like several different people, Greg Kirsten, Naomi McPherson, Joel Little, and then also writing in Nashville. Like I live in Nashville. So at the time I wasn't like worried about, oh, like with all these different songs coming in and different producers on each one, like, is this going to make any sense sonically by the end of it? I was just getting into the session and being like, get the best song you can and worry about like the through line of the sound later.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to collect like and write as many songs as possible. And then by the end of it, like hone in on what the general story is. And so, yeah, I mean, I am kind of glad that I kept all of these songs together and different producers together because they all brought so much to the table. And when I was creating like the track list and the order, I was really thinking like intentionally about, you know, putting which song next to the other so it takes like the listener on a journey and makes sense. But it's also diverse. And yeah, I mean, everyone just rocked it. I'm such a fan of each person I worked with, and I wanted them to have that creative umbrage to bring what they bring to the table.
Those 4 songs that are on the deluxe edition, were they recorded at the same time the album was recorded? And they just didn't make that initial cut?
The song Running, I wrote the day after I wrote Push Me Over with Muna. So that one I always loved.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just like there were other songs that were coming to the forefront at the time. And but then it was probably like in June. So after Dreamsicle had come out, I had a writing week in Nashville where I was just like still wanting to write, even after I'd just done this huge promo week for the record release. And we ended up writing like 2 more songs and then producing the other 3. So yeah, it was wild, but I was like, can we get these songs out as a deluxe before the tour starts? That would be kind of rad to like just drop an extra 4 songs. But no, like everyone just like all the musicians, producers, the label, like everyone was just like, we can do it if everyone's like on the ball and gets these turned in by like Friday. And so, yeah, it was a quick turnaround, but I'm like so impressed and like I'm so happy that these are out because it's like they're still in this Dreamsicle universe, but because they're, you know, just written. But no, it's fun. It's always fun to have like new stuff out.
Yeah. Well, the album sounds great. Congratulations on the release of Dreamsicle. We will see you here on September 17th at the Coca Booth Amphitheater in Cary. Maren Morris, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, nice talking to you.